My friend, this is monumental. You're going to want to take notes on this. You're going to want to pause, reflect, assimilate what we're saying, and that by that I mean absorbing it, because this is the monumental turning point in your life. This is going to be the greatest thing you have ever done. And this is going to shift everything for you, and you're going to lead every one of your online friends through doing this themselves at the highest level as you are doing it for yourself. And every one of us are doing this. We are unstoppable. This is the monumental turning point in human history by all of us doing this together. I'm going to challenge you here to receive this as the $12 quadrillion gift it truly is. Do you even know what $1 quadrillion is? You know what a trillion dollars is, right? $1 trillion is 1,000 billions, and $1 billion is 1,000 millions, and $1 million is 1,000 thousands, right? Well, 1,000 trillion dollars is $1 quadrillion. This gift is $12 quadrillion. And that's more money than most people can even conceive before now, except this podcast, this Operation Greatness podcast, is an extension of the 4 Raising Humans podcasts that we have done, and it's also an extension of, it's almost like part 2 of our Becoming Unlimited podcast as well. You are unlimited. There's no limit to how much good you are contributing in the world. Right here, you will have a stronger sense of how much good you are able to contribute to the world by expanding exponentially your belief in what's possible. Now, I'm very sincere about everything I am saying here. I am asking you to make this the turning point of your life, to allow this to be that monumental shift for you where, like this, everything changes instantly and you are no longer limiting the unlimited in any way. What is the infinite and unlimited? You feel it, you know it with every breath you inhale. You are receiving the gift of life from the infinite unlimited. The word I use to describe that is God. How about you? You can relate to that, right? Because you feel it and you know that you are a part of that which is, and that in fact, here's what I really want you to live. You are God's gift to the world, and your purpose is to give the gift you are, to not limit the unlimited in any way by holding back, by restricting, confining, oppressing, limiting the gift you are, because that's not in alignment with the gift. You're aligning with the gift. That means you're allowing God to work through you, because you are God's instrument for miracles in the world. And you, how could you be so selfish, arrogant, self-centered to deny God the full expression of the gift you are? That doesn't make sense at all in any way. So I'm challenging you to open fully right here to the presence of God working in your life to be, well, with you being the gift, God's gift to the world. And I'm asking you to actively lead every one of your online friends through this podcast. And with you and your results, the value of the gift you are, and the value with you sharing the gift you are, and sharing this podcast with every one of your online friends, leading them through this, through receiving this gift, and through becoming the gift they are, because they also are God's gift to the world and God's instrument for miracles in the world, that then they are stepping up and they are leading all of their friends through receiving this gift, and then all of their friends are, and you see how, like for example, by you leading all of your online friends through this gift, and them, each one of them leading all of their friends, like for you to lead 1,200 people through this gift, and them leading their 1,200 people through this gift, you have now transformed the lives of 1,440,000 people who are leading their 1,200, and now the gift of you, giving the gift you are, is, well, you've transformed the lives of 1.72 billion people. That is the measure of the gift you are. And that, you see how now $12 quadrillion with 1.72 billion people receiving that gift, that would only be, well, what is 1.72 billion people times, if every one of them used this gift and became a millionaire, that would already be like what? 1.72 billion people times $1 million. Can I do that in my head? That would be like, what, $17 quadrillion, I think. I don't know. I'm not really a math whiz or something. Well, I guess we all are. It's where we give our attention. That's where we're giving our power, and that's how we are creating our lives, and that's how we are creating our world. You see how all of this comes back to you leading, inspiring, transforming, and liberating, doing a little, L-I-T-L, a little more today in being of greater service, and how you are the turning point, the monumental shift in human history. You are the greatest gift the world has ever known. Maybe, I'm just going to put this out there, maybe since Jesus Christ walked the earth, maybe, and you might think, how dare you? How can you compare me to Jesus Christ? Well, what did Jesus say? All these things I have done, you will do yourself. And then what did he add to that? The challenge. He said, and so much more. I'm getting chills here. Are you feeling this yourself? Because this is the presence of God moving through you, expressing through you in the world, because you are God's instrument for miracles. So really hear this, receive this, allow this, flow with this, be this gift you absolutely are. You're here, right? You're right with me in all of this. You're seeing, wow, this is the most important thing I've ever heard. This is the most important thing I've ever done, being God's gift to the world. How much more beautiful is it than that? And that means, is your life then that? How much more elegant is it than just, wow, all I have to do is open up like I'm the flute and God is just, or the Holy Spirit, whatever way you think about this, I like to think of it as the presence of God, is just the wind or the breath playing the instrument, working through me to transform the whole human family, where this is the greatest blessing any of us has ever received, and then opened fully to expressing in the world and being that greatest gift. How is this moving you? Where is this taking you? None of this was even anything that I foresaw in this message. I knew that this message was the $12 trillion gift. I saw that. And so, really hear me here, or hear or feel or know the presence of God moving within you or through you or opening you fully, because that's where the merit is in all of this. Because the challenge is for this to be the turning point in your life. The shift that changes everything, where you are no longer holding back, playing small, limiting yourself, living in fear, or denying God full expression through your life, through the gift you are to the world, and where you, by contributing fully the gift you are now and forevermore, you are creating or allowing more than $1 billion in your life by being of greater service to more people, doing a little more, leading, inspiring, transforming, and liberating, LITL, doing a little more and being of greater service to more people. And you have, because of the gift you are giving, you have created more than $1 billion in your life. And I'm going to challenge you to make that $12 billion at least. And I'm very sincere, because there's no more limiting the unlimited, no more denying God full expression or extension through your life, through the gift you are to the world. Will you make that agreement with God? God, I'm sorry that I had limited you from expressing fully in my life and through me in the world. I am now opening fully to the gift I am. And look at these other podcasts that I have shared with you before. This is all through operationgreatness.com/leader, because I have made reference to this in several of them, and in each reference it is a new it's a new perspective, it's a new way of appreciating the fact that your life is God's gift to you. Really hear this. Your life is God's gift to you, and what you are doing with your life is your gift to God. And now we're exponentially opening that so much more beyond anything we could have ever even imagined or conceived before now. And now this is incomprehensible how great the gift you are now being is to the whole world. Really see this, like just by you leading your 1,200 people through this Operation Greatness podcast, which is our chapter meeting for today through operationgreatness.com/leader, with you being the inspired visionary leader of all of your online friends and everyone in your local area. You, just with 1,200 people, that by all of them joining your Operation Greatness chapter through operationgreatness.com/leader and leading their 1,200 friends through leading their own chapters through them, that's 1,440,000 people leading their chapters and getting their 1,200 people leading their own as well. And that's 1.72 billion people, all of whom you have transformed. And remember what Jesus said, all of these things I have done, you will do yourself. And then what did he add there? And so much more. This is the measure of the value of your life. This is how much you matter. Truly, 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 how much you matter. You know that, you feel that, you're allowing that, you are being that gift. Your life is God's gift to you. What you do with your life is your gift to God. Breathe in this. Breathe this in. Feel this. Know this. Allow this. Receive this. Extend this in the world. I thought this $12 quadrillion gift from the heart of God to humanity, to the earth, to our human family was about the title of this Operation Greatness podcast and chapter meeting. I thought it was going to be about the title, which is, in the right environment, you are a weapon. And that in itself is the $12 quadrillion seminar. Let's hold that in the corner for a moment, because I don't want to limit how you are now leading, inspiring, transforming, and liberating every one of your online friends. Every one of your online friends by leading them into this Operation Greatness chapter meeting, this podcast, where they are then joining your Operation Greatness chapter through operationgreatness.com/leader and talk about everything that we are sharing, considering, receiving, extending, expressing into the world here. Talk about this in our Elevating Humanity community, which is your gift at operationgreatness.com/leader, and then also talk about it deeper, and I'll give you as much coaching as you want in our Operation Greatness chapter leader private wealth alliance that you are instrumental in allowing that to serve more people through your Operation Greatness chapter. That's also through the same link, operationgreatness.com/leader. So everything that we've talked about now, wow. I mean, where is this inspiring you to lead yourself and to, as the inspired visionary leader of everyone connected with you, knowing there is no limit to how much good you are contributing to the world, where is this moving you to lead your life and to lead, inspire, transform, and liberate everyone you are blessed to be able to serve as God's instrument for miracles in the world? I want you to pause and meditate on that and receive that and reflect that and extend that in the world. Will you do that fully? No holding back, no playing small, no limiting yourself in any way, no limiting God, the unlimited and infinite, which is working through you or expressing fully through you as your life. Will you agree to no longer limit the unlimited, no longer deny God full expression through your life? Notice how the inspiration or the focus that was the doorway that allowed all of this to come through to your life, to your awareness, for you to receive and extend fully yourself in the world, was that phrase, that insight, that key that unlocked the door, allowing you to become unlimited, which you are as God's instrument for miracles. You are God's gift to the world, after all. Was that insight or that key? In the right environment, you are a weapon. So this Operation Greatness chapter meeting, this podcast, became the right environment for you to be that weapon that pierces through all limitation, because you're no longer holding back or denying God full expression through your life, through the gift you are joyfully, passionately, purposefully, exuberantly being. You're not limiting God in any way anymore. Right? You're not holding back. You're not denying God from blessing the world so much more than you even could ever have comprehended or imagined. And now it's just effortless. It's just flowing, and there's no limit to the good you are, to the gift you are, to the contribution you are, to the joy you are, to the blessing you are. Where is this moving you? Where is this taking humanity? Because all holds have been released, all limits have been transcended now. Where are you leading you? Where are you leading your family? For example, by doing your Operation Greatness chapter together as a family has to be by far the most important thing your family has ever done. It has to be the greatest education you have ever given your children and provided for them, because you're giving them the ability to become financially free, showing them that there is no limit to the amount of happiness, joy, fulfillment, well-being, peace of mind, success, prosperity, meaning, impact, contribution they can give to the world and to everyone they are here to serve, to lead, inspire, transform, and liberate, or to the amount of happiness, joy, fulfillment, well-being, peace of mind, success, prosperity, meaning, impact, contribution they are able to and meant to receive for themselves. Is there any more important message you can convey or impart to your children than that? That's by far your greatest contribution in their lives, right? Is that beyond obvious to you? Because how could it not be? And this is all through you leading your own Operation Greatness chapter as a family. And that's how you and your family are becoming tighter, closer, more in communion with each other than anything else could have ever even come close to providing that source of you coming together as a family, reconnecting with each other as the family unit. Remember, the building block of society is the family unit, right? And then out from there, from the family, then we have your block, and then from there, your neighborhood, and then from there, your community, and then from there, your city, and then from there, your state or your county, and then your state, and then the country, and then the world. So this is all of us building our society, reconnecting as the human family. Ultimately, you're reconnecting with yourself, with your purpose, with your dream, with your passion, with your family, with your neighbors, with your friends, with your loved ones, with your extended family, with God. All of us are reconnecting now, and we are owning our power. We are allowing God to work through us to liberate the human family, where all of us have removed the limitations we thought we had, none of which ever existed, and it was just us being disconnected from our purpose, from our power, from our passion, and from God, and from each other, and that's no longer there, because each of us now, through your leadership, your guidance, your inspiration, you and your gift, you as God's gift to the world, now we're all reconnected. And none of us are holding back or denying God full expression in our lives. You have always felt or known that there was so much more for you. That's because you had been limiting the unlimited. No more. That's all gone. That's been lifted. You transcended that. You said, no, I'm not playing small. How could I ever have thought that I could have limited God? No, that was never appropriate, and I'm not doing that anymore. I believe in myself. I know I matter. I believe in the goodness of people. I believe that every one of us has a higher purpose. I call it your divine design duty, because you have to do this. This is your responsibility to do this. Your divine design, duty, destiny, dharma. And by you being the gift you are and giving the gift your life is, contributing it everywhere you can, there's no limit to how much good you are contributing. You are responsible for giving to the world, or you're allowing God to move through you, which is how I see it, because that's more accurate. You're allowing God to work through you to move mountains and transform the world. And that's exactly what we are doing right here together, every one of us. By you sharing this podcast, by you leading your own Operation Greatness chapter, and making sure that every one of your online friends are going through your chapter link to operationgreatness.com/leader, and they're joining your chapter, and they are leading their own chapters, and then they are leading every one of their online friends through joining their chapters and leading their chapters. And that's where, like we said, 1,200 people getting their 1,200 people is 1,440,000 people getting their 1,200 people is 1.72 billion people. And this is by far the greatest contribution you and every one of us has ever made to the world, to God, allowing God to work through us to move mountains and transform the whole world. And this is by far your most fulfilling, your most rewarding, your most meaningful thing you have ever done, and the best thing you've done to better yourself, especially when you're doing this with your family, where your children are in fact leading their own Operation Greatness chapters, also through operationgreatness.com/leader, and they know they have the power to create anything that they want. I mean, for example, with your children, with the money they are making from their own effort, their own chapter, for them to buy the car that they want, what does that do for their self-esteem? What does that do for their self-confidence? They know, I created this. I have the ability to create anything I want with focus, with dedication, with passion, with heart, with purpose, with persistence, with belief in myself, with knowing how much I matter. That's the responsibility that you have, to teach your children, to show them how much they matter, to help them see that they have this within themselves. Notice how different this education that you're now providing your children, how different that is from what the schools teach, quote, teach. It's not about indoctrination. That's not why the education system is at this point mandatory. No, it's not meant to be about indoctrination. It's meant to be about self-empowerment, right? It's about showing every one of our children how much they matter, how much of a treasure they are, how much they are here to contribute meaningfully to others. And that's what this is doing for your children, showing them how they have unlimited ability to be of greater service, to make a difference in the lives of everyone around them, and there's no limit to how many people they are able to lead, inspire, transform, and liberate, doing a little more today and being of greater service to more people. Are you really hearing this message? Because this holds within it your ability to transform the lives of every one of your online friends and everyone in your local area by you leading your own Operation Greatness chapter in your community as well as among all your online friends. And this is through operationgreatness.com/leader. You are the inspired visionary leader, and now you recognize that, and now you're owning that, and now you're allowing that, or allowing God, to be what transforms your whole life, and through your transformation, that's transforming the whole of humanity. Breathe in this as well. Feel this, receive this, and live this. You are the inspired visionary leader of everyone you are blessed to be able to serve, and there's no limit to how many people that is. I mean, you could say, well, yeah, there's 8 billion some people on the planet today, and yet there are also billions of people not yet born who are benefiting from how all of us have allowed God to work in our lives and to transform our lives, and through how every one of us is hearing this message to empower, transform, elevate the whole world. And we cannot even comprehend how great our lives and the world we are leaving our children will be by every one of us taking this message to heart, truly hearing it and living it. And that's where God is moving through you and giving you all of these insights and inspirations, and how much more expansive you have become because you are now unlimited. And this is what we're talking about first in our Elevating Humanity community, and primarily in our Operation Greatness chapter leader private wealth alliance that you are getting as you are leading your own Operation Greatness chapter. All of this is through operationgreatness.com/leader. You are the inspired visionary leader that humanity has needed for ages, and now you are that person, and you're unstoppable now because you are unlimited now, because you are God's instrument for miracles in the world. You are God's gift to the world, and you are not limiting that or holding back in any way God's ability to transform the world, to bless the world through your life. Is there any question about any of this? So, if you haven't been doing this already, go back to the beginning of this chapter meeting for all of us Operation Greatness chapter leaders through operationgreatness.com/leader. Every point you are hearing, pause, receive it, reflect on it, contemplate it. Wow, I was holding myself back. My whole life I had limited God. I had denied the value of my life, my gift that I am. No more, never again will I do that. All of it because of fear, because I was afraid of what people might think of me if I shine my light. So I dimmed my light. I held back. I was playing small. Never again. What kind of an example was I for my children? No, I'm going to be the example of giving fully, giving freely, giving unconditionally, loving everyone unconditionally, allowing God to work through me fully, opening fully to the gift I am, not holding back or playing small or limiting myself in any way ever again. And you don't feel badly about holding back before. You just know that was then, and now I know, now I see, now I am receiving God fully. Now I'm not limiting God in any way. And you flow with God fully now. You open to God fully now. You shine your light as brightly as the sun. Fully now. You're hearing Jesus' words echoing in your mind, and that is the personal challenge. Jesus challenged you to live fully, to open fully to God. All these things I have done, you will do yourself. And then what did he add? And so much more. I'm going to experience that so much more. This is how you are now living. This is the person you have become. This is God's instrument for miracles. You are now. Where are you? Where is God leading you from here? Only God knows. You know that you are God's gift to the world. So be it. So be it. Now, as I started to say a moment ago, or as the words came out, because this is God directly speaking to your heart and soul, go back to the beginning of this Operation Greatness chapter meeting. Pause and reflect. Write out the points. Turn each point into a post using your Operation Greatness chapter link, because this is you leading, inspiring, transforming, and liberating, doing a little more today in being of greater service to more people. You're leading every one of your online friends through receiving this transformation themselves and being that inspired visionary leader among all of their friends. They are joining your Operation Greatness chapter to be that inspired visionary leader of all of their online friends, who are then joining their Operation Greatness chapter the same way your friends are joining yours, all through operationgreatness.com/leader. Every one of us stepping into our God-given leadership as the inspired visionary leader. All of us are destined to be. You are God's gift to the world, so be it. And now you're receiving at the exponentially higher level all of the insights, all of the gifts God is sharing with you right here. And we're talking about each of these gifts, each of these points or insights that you have written in your notes and that you are now turning into posts that you are making as you are transforming the lives of every one of your online friends by sharing these posts, all of these posts, with your Operation Greatness chapter link in them. So first you're leading your chapter, and that's through operationgreatness.com/leader. And then you're sharing each post, and we're talking about it at first, or at least at the surface level, in our Elevating Humanity community, except we're going all in our Operation Greatness chapter leader private wealth alliance that you're part of through leading your chapter. That's just for the chapter leaders. So of course you want to be there, because that's where we're all going to serve and support each other in allowing this $12 trillion gift to humanity and the world to most transform the most people. Remember, $12 quadrillion. I mean, how many people? Well, what? Like the richest person in the world is Elon Musk, I think, today, and I don't know what his wealth is now. Is that like $250 billion or 300? And I don't know where it is today. It changes pretty dramatically, but with So let's, draw this out. 1.7 billion, 1.72 billion people. If each of us takes this gift and creates $1 billion from that, and remember, you are the extension of God in the world, and to the infinite and unlimited, is there any difference between, like, let's say, well, this is an ounce of silver, but if this were representing a dollar coin, is there any difference to the infinite and unlimited with $1 or between $1 and 12 quadrillion dollars? No. Energy is energy. There's no difference between $1 and $1 million, $1 million and $1 billion, $1 billion and $1 trillion, $1 trillion and $1 quadrillion. And I don't know what they call after that. Like, was it one quintillion? Would that be like 1,000 quadrillion dollars? I don't know, that doesn't sound right. Quintillion? Maybe quintillion, is that what it is? I don't know. Or octillion, or whatever 8 would be after 5. 6 centillion, 7 septillion, 8 octillion. I don't know if those are the right numbers. But anyway, to the infinite and unlimited, it's just energy, right? There's no limit to the amount of good this message can be in your life and through you for the world. And that's what I'm challenging you to receive, to allow, to experience. Will you accept that challenge? And you've already accepted the challenge from Jesus, right? All these things I have done, you will do yourself, and so much more. This is that so much more. So you are leading every one of your online friends through your chapter to lead all of their online friends through their chapter. And we're talking about this and living this to the full extent, not limiting the unlimited in any way any longer. We're doing this all through OperationGreatness.com/leader. What did this message mean to you, and how will this transform your life? And through this, how will you transform the whole world? Take all the posts that you're writing, copy them into an email that you're sending me. Send that to me at dan@danclatt.com. We're doing this together through OperationGreatness.com/leader. You are the inspired visionary leader, and I'm so grateful to have been in your company because of how much of a gift you are. You are God's instrument for miracles in the world. You are God's greatest gift to the world. And I'm so moved, inspired, grateful, appreciative of you sharing this time with God. Being in your company has been so inspiring and great and enlightening for me, and I really appreciate this. I really appreciate you. I love you. I bless you. I know you're destined for greatness because you are the inspired leader of every one of us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Breathe in all of this. Extend this fully now. Thank you very much.